My name's Kirsten Kinsey, and I'm going to be giving you some basic background info on ranching. According to the BLS, which is the Bureau of Labor Statistics, most cattle ranchers are able to have at least a high school diploma, but most of them can earn a 4-year degree in agriculture or an agricultural field. Some can have a bachelor's degree in agriculture or a same field. On an average, a rancher can make $60,000 to $70,000 a year. Top cattle ranchers can make up to $100,000 a year, if not more. Cattle are not just used for meat production. Cattle are also used for makeup, clothing, most of their parts, like you think like just the meat or whatever, but all the parts that we don't eat are put in our makeup, are used to make clothing. Their hide is used for rugs. There's many things that cattle can be used for. Cattle can also be used for stock show purposes, which is basically they're going to be used for FFA. Cattle can decrease the risk of wildfire because cattle eat all the dry grass. That's what Canner says. Cattle don't just provide for the environment. Cattle, they are a major part of our economy. Beef production is big in the world trade market. Cattle are just a necessity. We don't even think about like what we're eating or what we're putting on our face or what's in our clothes, but cattle are the biggest necessity, pretty much, or what are being used in our makeup, clothing, whatever you can think of. You have to know what you're doing to own a ranch. You can go to college and major in agricultural, whatever you want to major in, and then decide you want to own a ranch. You have to know what you're doing or your ranch will fail. If I just went to college for like math or something, wanted to major in geometry or calculus, and I decided I wanted to own a ranch, yeah, the math is going to help me, but I have to know how to run a business and I have to know what cattle need to succeed and to give us what we need. Cattle are just a number one thing. We think sheep, goat, pigs for bacon are needed, but really they're not. Yeah, we eat bacon all the time, but we gotta eat steak or other stuff. I've grown up around cattle. That's all I've ever known is cattle. That's all I've ever known. Cattle are just a major part of my life. So I plan on becoming a rancher because I've grown up around it, and my family, we own a ranch, and so I know how to work a ranch, what to do, all the necessities and all the needs to put in to owning a ranch. You know, whenever you own a ranch, it's going to take time. It's going to take blood, sweat, and a couple of tears at times, but mostly sweat and blood because that's your life. That's what you're doing. That's your work. Whenever you work, you put your whole heart into it. You put everything into it. So whenever I'm going to go and own a ranch one day, I'm going to put my blood, sweat, and a couple tears into it. I'm going to do it with my heart and all of my time. I'm going to put my devotion into it.